My sober journey was one of the most difficult yet most satisfying things I've ever had to go through. I spent most of my life drinking at any opportunity after work, grabbing a six pack, ordering more alcohol just to drink, to run away from my feelings, my anxiety, my depression. Eventually, with all the drinking, I started getting into drugs, and it became to the point where I would get super drunk that I would need the drugs. And it continued to do that for a couple of months. And I woke up every morning wondering why I kept doing this. And it sucked. It really did suck. I told myself I wasn't going to do it, and then I ended up doing it again. I always told myself I didn't have a drinking problem, but it was clear that I did, because I drank again at any opportunity I could. I would literally go to the liquor store right after work and just buy either a 12 or a 24 pack, depending on how much money I had. When I would get drunk, depending on my mood, it would always turn out to be really emotional. I had a lot of things I had to deal with mentally, and it all came out when I was drunk. I would get so angry that I would punch things in the walls and destroy my hand, and I would tear apart my room. It was just becoming such a mess, and it was not a life I wanted to have, but I continued doing it. I guess you can say it was an addiction, and addiction to alcohol is one of the hardest things to get rid of and cut. I didn't feel like I was myself when I was sober, and I could only be me if I had alcohol in my system. And every morning when I would wake up sober, it would make me feel like shit, because there's a lot of things I did drunk that I wish I didn't do, but I ended up doing so. Hence the drugs, the conversations I never should have had, and all the other things. So in 2025, January, I decided to become sober and see how far I can go being sober, because I've attempted to be sober so many times for other people, but never myself. It was tough because, again, I spent most of my life drinking, and I didn't know anything else, and I thought I would be so boring without it. But the start of my sobriety is when everything changed. I stuck to it. The first month was extremely hard, but I put myself into going to the gym, focusing on my mental health, and kind of distracting my brain instead of drinking. There were many temptations, and there still is, because I do have social anxiety, and alcohol was one of the things that helped me with my social anxiety, but I'm learning to get through it and figure it out. Being sober has become one of the best things I've had in my life. It's changed me. It's given me such a different perspective in life, and I am so thankful for this opportunity, because if I continued drinking, I know that I wouldn't be on this earth any longer. So I took the chance and changed. And as everyone knows, change is hard to do, but we do our best to do it. Just because you fail once, it doesn't mean you need to give up. It means you get up and try again. I realized when I became sober that everything started to be more clear. The people in my life, some people came and some people went. I saw some people's true colors because I was ignoring them before and putting their feelings in front of mine. And now I'm more me. I feel more me. I feel happier. I feel better. I actually sleep through the night now, which is fantastic. Again, the cravings are still there once in a while, but not as much. And when I choose to turn away from alcohol the next day, I always feel so much better. And honestly, waking up with no hangover is a freaking plus. I loved it. And I always said before, coming to the Philippines that I was going to drink in the Philippines because I'm only here once for 6 months. And I'm like, I got to experience that. But closer to the date, I realized that I actually don't want to drink at all. And like, I can't promise that I'm going to stay sober for the rest of my life, but I'm going to do everything I can to be sober. That's the journey of my sobriety. I finally made it a year.